Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So that one will be accepted. Johnson running right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
180. You ain't going no. Red, go. Hey, alert. Back.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 25-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Rosa's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 23-yard line.
180! 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
It's just me and you. Ran, come. It's me and you.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Johnson's got it complete. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Close. 180. Check 55 to mine. I'm coming for you, son.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught. Lockett. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and
8. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down.
Ready? 125.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Winston completes it to Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jameis now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Coleman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. So we got man.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a give right side, Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
That one complete. He finds Sharp, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Coleman. And some space here. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ready? White 25.
Silver. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He wasn't ready.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Black 25!
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready! Black 25!
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Ready! Blue way!
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Wait!
Third and long for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
18. Watch it up.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Yeah, 42 to Pittsburgh. Mike 45. And then
Alert!
Whip. 36. Check. Breakdown.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got it.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Coming again.
And not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Get up! 180!
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, alert!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. This is Johnson. He's got it. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Trubisky to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On third and goal, Trubisky. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Black 25.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check. Crunch. 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 Shoot.
One more. Sunday.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Quick 6. That's what they call us.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.